Hello, my name's Xander Francis. I paint, I sew, I take pictures. I follow wherever my curiosity goes.
What inspires you to create?
I mean, things inspire me on a daily basis, but creation is just a part of who I am, as well as with destruction. It's just something that's always come naturally to me.
As a multimedia artist, which aspect of your work would you say you most prominently identify with?
As a multimedia artist, I'm working towards the unification of the different media, like bring them into like a singular monoism. However, like what I identify with is definitely, and I think what my viewers identify with is a theme of oppression and like fighting against that oppression. And I think I have a voice that can cross different mediums, and just in the sense that it is a theme that will never go away. There will always be like oppressed people looking to stand up, looking to be heard, looking to be seen, and that's why I think it's about finding the best way to communicate that, and like confining yourself to one media or medium is unideal for me, and I know I can compete on high level in multiple fields, so that's what I'm doing.
You had mentioned that you were previously, I don't know if you consider yourself still to be associated with the Unification Church. Could you explain or share about your experience with the church?
I learned a lot, but back to what I was saying about oppression, and my mission is just to be my truest self. The reason I'm not a part of that church anymore is because there was not a pathway to be that there. They want you to be a version of yourself or a certain type of person. They live up to certain ideals and moral codes and values that I don't align with. And, there's some of those morals and values that I take with me and hold on to as I live my adult life. But in order to be who I really want to be, I had to separate myself and find my own identity.
How has your religious upbringing influenced your work?
As someone who questions everything, it was a place to ask questions, and there's a lot of people that didn't want to provide answers. If anyone that has come or been a part of a religious environment, that dialogue and confrontation are not usually welcomed. But that's inspiring to me. I mean, those were the sorts of things early on that kind of distanced me from the church. However, as an adult, it gives me thematic things to bring into my work, whether consciously or subconsciously.
What does your artistic process look like?
Come and see for yourself.
Your work was recently featured in a gallery. What was that experience like for you, and would you be interested in being represented in galleries in the future?
I think about this a lot, particularly in the sense of being a multimedia artist and kind of trying to reject or break the systems in place. You also kind of think about, you only have so much energy, and so which battles are you trying to fight? So there's definitely a lot of artists now that are going direct to consumer, showing in alternative galleries and experiencing success, and that's definitely attractive. But there's also an element of the gallery system that is still attractive, and having that support system, that team, and that sort of clientele. I mean, they're charging you for it. They're taking 40 to 50%. It's not like that shit's free, but I think both are appealing to me. I think I will continue to pursue my work, and I'll probably do both. I think that's one of the things that opportunities you have as an up-and-coming artist, if you're blessed enough, is that you can have your direct-to-consumer studio visits, whatever, and sell work that way, but also, have the opportunity to do gallery shows and things of that nature.
Have you ever worked on any projects in collaboration with other artists? And if so, what has your experience been like?
Not really. I mean, I have to a degree, but not to a level or a stature or like long term. Like that's something I'm really open to and looking forward to at the moment. But one of my hurdles as an artist is just learning to like let go of control, and like realistically my practice has just been me and myself for, the last 10 years, and in order to align with my career goals, I'll need a team, I'll need studio assistants, I'll need, all sorts of different people in the business to play different roles to make my dreams possible. And so collaboration is one of the ways I can get accustomed to that. And so it's something I haven't really done, but I'm looking to do at the moment.
So you and your partner Lily are both artists. Have you ever collaborated, or do you have plans to collaborate on projects in the future?
We have collaborated, but there are definitely more plans than there are collaborations at bay. But she has a brand called deadbitch.irl. We've collaborated on that as far as that's gone. I have a design background, so I handle a lot of the design, a lot of the manufacturing and product development, while she handles more of the overall creative direction and the marketing.
Is there a message you wish to convey through your art?
No. I'm just here doing me, and if you want to follow along, follow along. I'm just following my curiosity. Sometimes that will be meaningful and have a message behind it. Other times it'll just be for shits and giggles. But I'm just trying to be a voice for people that don't have voices, And one day I hope they'll find their voice. And in the meantime, I'm going to do my thing. And if it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But, I know who I am. And I think that's the only message that matters to me.
Who are your artistic inspirations?
On an aesthetic level, I like artists like Francis Bacon, Jun Takahashi, but on a career level, what I'm trying to create is closer to something the likes of, Andy Warhol, Virgil Abloh, but aesthetically I really hate their shit. So that's the funny thing, like career-wise, like what they were able to accomplish is super attractive to me, but like the actual work they created is not appealing. Someone else might be like Richard Prince. Like I really like Richard Prince's work and what he was able to accomplish.
Are you working on anything currently?
Yes and no. I've been working a lot lately. Non-artistically, been working full-time. So I gave myself a little nest egg, and now I'm really just trying to like readjust. I had to put down like 4 projects or so that I was working on. And now I'm just trying to see where I stand with those projects and completing those as well as starting new ones. Creating is, I don't know, I create something every day, but in terms of like projects, I'm still working on the ones I've been working on, but I also have to like reassess my goals and where I'm headed with those.
Do you believe that it's possible to be financially supported by your work?
I do believe it's possible. There's more avenues today than there may have been in the past, and with that comes its own new set of challenges. Obviously, like a pipeline many people are taking is this full-time content creator, part-time artist, and I mean, to each his own, but that's not something I'm interested in. And I've, made a vow to myself that I'm gonna like live and die by my values, and that if I'm not successful because I didn't create content, then so fucking be it.
Is there anything else you want to share?
Just do you, man. I mean, be wary of anyone who says they have answers. And hang out with people that ask questions. I'm Xander Francis. If you like what you heard today, you can check me out at xanderfrancis.com or on Instagram at The Tales of Xander.
Cool. Thanks for sharing your story.
Yeah. Oh God, that's so cringe. All right.
It happens.